Hello everybody, it's time for day 2. I hope that you enjoyed day 1 and that you've got your challenge complete from that. Day 2, what we're going to talk about today is our success kit. So when you signed up as an ambassador, you had the opportunity to purchase a success kit. This is what I'm talking about here. It's filled with all sorts of great goodies. Today we're not going to talk about every single thing in there. We're just going to cover 3 things in this success kit. And so we're going to talk about the quick start guide, which is this right here. It actually says on the bottom right here, open me first. So what this is a great little brochure. It's got steps 1 through 10. This is a great way to get you started, just like it says, quick start guide. It has 10 bullet points that help you get started in a very basic way. Number 1 is being a product of the product. And guys, this is huge. You cannot, I guess you can, but to be a reliable source, it's best to be taking the product, to be promoting something that you are trying. You will find as you work this business that it's going to be really difficult to recommend things to people when you haven't tried them yourself. Now, that being said, we don't expect you to go out and purchase all the products in your first month. I still have not tried all of the products. I'm working my way through them. But the key is to starting out with the basics. A lot of us recommend the triplex combo, and so taking the triplex combo yourself is key number 1. And as you go through the business, like I said, you'll continue adding products. There's a lot of times there's great ways to earn products, to win products and stuff like that so that you can get started in them. But being a product of the product is huge. Then step 2 says getting to know your new ambassador success kits, which is what we're going to go over today and tomorrow. Number 3 is stating your why, which we talked about yesterday. So if you have not done that, here I am again reminding you that you need to state your why. And then step number 4 is setting your business goals. This is big. Again, we talked about this a little bit yesterday in your why. You need to set a goal for yourself. Goals are fun because when you achieve them, you get to celebrate them. And they can be basic. Setting your goals could be remembering to take your products 7 days consecutively and not missing that bio cleanse that we all have so much trouble with fitting into our schedule. So set goals, whatever they may be. They can be big, they can be small. They could be adding 3 people to your team by the end of the week. They could be adding 3 people to your team by the end of the month or by the end of the year. So set goals that are achievable to you. When you're setting goals, it's important. I don't know how many of you have heard the acronym SMART, but setting goals that are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound. And so, again, you need to set your goals as to what you want to do. And when you're setting goals, you're going to want to share those goals with your upline. And that's number 5, is connecting with your sponsor or your upline. If you have not yet, if you want to, maybe you're just now getting into your business side and you've been taking these products for 6 months, reach out to your upline. Tell them, hey, I'm ready to do this. I want to connect with you. Let's sit down. Let's talk over the phone, however that's going to look for you. But connecting with your upline is important. And don't be afraid to reach out to your upline as well. It's good to have 2 other people in the business that you can bounce ideas off of. Everybody has different strengths in this company, and so having more than one person that you can turn to is a really great idea. Number 6 is making that Franks list. We talked about that a little bit yesterday. That Franks list, it's friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighborhood people, kids, and then service organizations. So you want to make that list of 100 people that you know in all sorts of different ways that you think could benefit from the products, the business, or a combination of both. Number 7 is to set up face-to-face gatherings. I don't know about you, but most people in this world, they buy from people. They buy because of who you are. They don't buy because of your product all the time. They buy because they have a relationship with you. Depending where you're at, there are a lot of people that are sharing Plexus. And so you need to create relationships with people, and setting up those face-to-face gatherings is a great way to do that. If you can't do face-to-face, even doing Zoom training or Zoom sip-and-sees where you can do them virtually, but people can still see your face. So set up those face-to-face gatherings. Summer is a great time to do this. You can do play dates at the park, at the splash pad, at the water park. You can join people for early morning walks, late night walks. ice cream trips, whatever they are. If you go to an ice cream trip, they'll make sure you bring your block, and don't be afraid to share. But setting up those face-to-face gatherings so people can actually hear your heart and hear your voice, and know that you're invested in the relationship side of things as well. And then setting up your back office. We are going to be talking about the back office. I believe that's day 4. So setting up your back office, getting acquainted with your back office. Again, don't be afraid to reach out to your upline if you have questions about the back office. It can be a little overwhelming at first. There's a lot in there, but it's a great resource for us, and something that you do need to get to know. And then number 9 is exploring the Plexus Learning Center. The Plexus Learning Center just keeps getting better and better. And so exploring that, seeing what there is out there, some resources for you as you're growing this business. And then number 10 is getting connected and staying connected. You want to connect with other people in this Plexus world, and then you want to stay connected with them. There's going to be events in your area. There's going to be different trainings, things like that, but you want to get involved in those things, and then you want to stay involved. Sometimes getting connected and staying connected can just be on Facebook too. So again, reaching out to those other ambassadors that you can learn from and connect with to help create a support system with. So that is your quick start guide. Again, pretty basic there. That's a good thing to get started with. The next thing we're going to talk about is, oops, I've got it open, the Let's Get You Started. So this is a great guide. It's a little bit lengthy, but again, has some great resources in here. I would say when you get to this, probably the first thing you want to do is read chapter 2. Chapter 2 is a great place to get started, especially as you're new in your journey. But get acquainted with this. Maybe make a challenge for yourself each week. Maybe read a different chapter. Maybe even each day if you're really all in on this. But getting the Let's Get You Started guide. I would highly recommend starting with chapter 2 on there. There is a great place in here for your Franks list. It's in chapter 2, page 14. But there's a little grid here that you can write down names of people and get your Franks list started. So kind of page through that and get acquainted with the Let's Get You Started guide. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about today is the What If This Could Change Everything. This is the opportunity brochure. This is a great thing that Plexus has given you. I believe you have 5 in your kit that you can share with people that are interested in working the business, people that you think could benefit from this business. It's very brief, just a few pages, but really kind of spells out just how awesome this company is and just how great of an opportunity is and how it can change their lives. And so this is a great tool. I would recommend keeping one of these in your purse, in your car, whatever makes sense for you, so that if you're ever with somebody and the opportunity presents itself, you can give this to them. I wouldn't necessarily be handing these out all over the place, but if you're presented with somebody that's questioning you about the opportunity, that you think could benefit from the opportunity, you want to share this brochure. It is great tool for you. So that is really the end of day 2. Again, we're trying to keep these nice and short for you, very basic. Tomorrow we'll be talking about the rest of our success kits. Lorelai is going to do a nice video for you then. But our challenge for you today is to friend request 5 other ambassadors. We talked about this yesterday. You want to get connected and stay connected. We talked about that as step number 10 today. So friend request 5 other ambassadors. We will be putting names, or we put names in yesterday in the comments of people to connect with, some of the higher people in Plexus that are good people to follow. If you need suggestions, reach out to your upline. It's good to friend request people that have similar likes and interests as you. So if you're a stay-at-home mom, friend requesting other stay-at-home moms that are in the Plexus business. If you're a single mom, find the single mom. If you're a physician's assistant, a chiropractor, a nurse, a teacher, finding other people that are in similar walks of life that you can follow their journey and see how they have done it. I highly recommend at least friend requesting myself. I'm Ashley Walker Johnson on Facebook, and then Lorelai Jeremy Demmel on Facebook, so that we can help guide you and lead you on your Plexus journey. yeah, so that's your challenge. Go get to it. Find 5 other ambassadors on Facebook and friend request them. We hope you have a great Tuesday, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.